Excellent. Good job. Now that we're done with our warm-up, let's move into our focus lesson, okay? Now, this week, we're going over different plots and different points on the graph, okay?
Yes.
So we know that on the graph, there has to be specific places where each of those points can go, okay? Now, what do we call two sets of numbers that we may want to plot on our grid? What do we call those? Order, think about sneakers or think about jeans. Ordered pairs. Everybody agree?
Yes.
All right. Now, what do we call those simple numbers or those two small numbers that are inside of our ordered pair? They're inside of our ordered pair. Imani? Coordinates. Excellent. So, can I have only one ordered pair, one number?
No.
No, because if I'm thinking about a pair, I'm thinking about how many?
Two.
So if I have a coordinate, I can have how many coordinates?
Two.
Or
one.
So my coordinates could be 1 or 2. Everybody agree?
Yes.
Now, plot. Plot means that I'm going to do what? What does plot mean? Rodriguez?
Put, like, on the map, you can put a plot on a place you want to go.
Okay, so I'm actually placing whatever I want. I'm placing my what on the graph or wherever I want to go. I'm placing what?
In order?
My ordered what?
Pair?
My ordered pair of coordinates, right?
Yes.
So when I'm plotting, all I'm doing is graphing. Is that what you all are saying?
Yes.
Excellent. So what I have here is a grid, and what we're going to do with our ordered pairs is we're going to play Battleship. Has anybody ever heard of Battleship?
No. Yes.
Okay. Well, it is. They do have a board game. So what I have here is a grid, okay?
Yes.
And on our grid, what you all already did was you already put different rectangles on there, but they were already from the ordered pair, okay? So what we're going to do with those ordered pairs that you put on your grid is we're going to try to see if somebody can sync a battleship. What you're going to do is you're going to guess different ordered pairs that may be on their grid, okay, to try to sync their battleship, all right? So what I have here is this is a blank one. Let's say if I want to see Deshaun. Let me see yours. Okay. Now, I don't want to see, if I'm working with Fabian, I want to make sure that he doesn't see my ordered pair, right?
Yes.
All right, so what we could do is we'll take out a book and we'll just set it in there so he can't see. But what if Fabian didn't want Deshaun to see his coordinate? What should he do?
Take it.
Yes, Gregory?
Take it and put it in front of his face.
Or what's another thing we could do, because we use markers, he might be able to see through. Rainisha?
He can open his book up.
He can open his book up as well. So let me model the game. Let's see how me and Deshaun will play it, all right?
Yes.
So I have my grid here already with my rectangles on there, or my chips. Do we see it?
Yes.
All right. So the first thing I want to do is, we're going to see who goes first. If it turns red, then I'm going to go first. If it's yellow, then Deshaun's going to go, okay?
Okay.
Call in the air, Deshaun. Red or yellow? Yellow. Red.
Ready?
So I'll go first. Here we go. Do you have a ship on 7-1?
Yes.
You do?
Yeah.
So he will put a chip on there.
Yeah.
Okay? And then he would ask me an order pair, and see if I have a ship on the order pair, he guesses. Go ahead, Deshaun.
Do you have a ship on 2-2?
2-2? Do we?
Yes.
Ah, put it on there. You got one of mine. All right. So the first one to sink 4 ships wins. Okay?
Okay.
Are we familiar? All right. So let's open our books. Let's put our grids in our book. What did he ask? 3, 4. Start at 3. And then go to 4. Right on the corner. Did she get all your ships yet? Take them up. You've already won? You've already won? All right, now you all switch and try to play again. Trade with Shamira. Who sunk all these shine ships? All right, what you should do is you and Cortez switch. You and Cortez switch papers. Or, as a matter of fact, you two switch seats. Excellent. Has anyone sung all 4 of someone else's battleship? No. You have? All right. Excellent. So what was one thing that we had to know in order to be able to sink someone's battleship? What was something that we had to know, Imani? One more time, speak up.
To guess what their coordinates are.
So to guess what their coordinates were, what is something else you had to know? Because we really didn't know the coordinates, but we had to know how to read coordinates, right? So you have to be able to first be able to say the coordinates, and then you also be able to know how to find those coordinates, right? Yes. Was there a time when you all were looking for coordinates and they said no, that you didn't sink their battleship, but you really did? Yes. So they really didn't know. Sometimes we had to catch them, or sometimes we just had to remember how to read those coordinates, right? Do we agree? Yes. All right. So why is it important to remember what number is written first? Why is it important to know what number is written first? Yes? Okay. Why else is it important? Think about a job. What if I'm building, or an engineer is building something, he's building in a building and he says, the coordinates are 300 yards to the right and then 500 yards up. But guess what I do first? I do 500 yards and then I go 300 yards. All right? That might be a mistake, right? So then the building might be messed up. Do we agree? Yes. So why else is it important to know which coordinate comes first? Gregory?
You can make mistakes.
Right, so that we don't make mistakes, right? Excellent. And a lot of times we can do that in all that we do, all right? What we're going to do is we're going to get ready to go to our centers. All right, excellent. Let's go ahead and put those away. Table 1. You all stand up quietly.